was to deserve this celebration, it would definitely be these two right here. Where are you? Okay, these two have put everything out of their way for doing so much for me. And I'm so proud to call these two my parents. This idea came to me actually around a year ago, and my friend Sarah was with me, who's not here right now, but me and her were in the gym one night around 11 o'clock p.m. running around the track. And it dawned on me, like really randomly, that the following year it would be your 30th anniversary for some reason. And the thought came back and forth, and then November came along, and it was getting really close to the time. And then, oh my God. Well, there was one day in November where something felt a little weird, because usually I hear from my parents every day. And after many phone calls, I finally got one from my dad telling me that my mom had fell and broke her back. Now, this is when I decided that I would get very serious about this anniversary. So I contacted these guys right here with white chocolate with nuts. Like them on Facebook. And from then on, I started planning, and then the second person I had to contact was Susan Dillon. There she is. Right there, right there.
It wasn't the first?
All I can say is I'm glad that everyone joined this important gathering to celebrate the many years of your love and commitment. Dad. Dad, I don't even know where to start, but you've always been there for me. You are very easy to talk to, and you give awesome advice.
Are we recording this?
Yes, we are.
I paid a $40 makeover. I don't want to cry. Anyways, Dad, you're just the perfect definition of a dad. And I have even gained your pride of your beautiful country, Lebanon. And, of course, the mysterious Arab features. You have taught me so much. I see we only have been close, and I love our relationship that we can joke around, but even have serious discussions. One thing about my dad is he never breaks his promise. And I think that is probably one of your best attributes. Actually, last week my dad and me were in search for a car, and from the start, of course, he knew which car I was going to pick. And after 8 tries of different cars, I picked the one he knew I was going to pick. The Chevy Cruze. I remember all the Father's Day we shared, where you would be the parents stuck watching the summer Disney movies that came out. I remember being so excited when you came back from traveling, And I even remember the infamous tale of Tozy Nail Soup. When my mom was sick when I was little, my dad took care of me. And his favorite dinner that he made me was called Tozy Nail Soup. I would eat it all the time when he made it. And then one day... Then, one day in kindergarten, we had show and tell, and I decided to go with tell. And the whole class and the teacher, and I told the whole class and the teacher that night my dad made me Tozy Nail Soup, and that it was really good. Many of the kids were really grossed out, and my teacher asked me afterwards during recess, "What is Tozy Nail Soup?" I said, "Eggs and hot dogs." She was beyond relief, because I almost had my dad a phone call away from Child Protective Service. If I was ever upset about anything, and I mean anything, my dad is always the person I turn to because he shows me the tough love always. Mom? You are seriously the strongest person I've ever met. I mean, this woman is a walking miracle. For real. I mean, the reason I want to be a speech pathologist is because of my mom. When I was 3 years old, my mom was diagnosed with a rare disease of Guillain-Barré syndrome, which paralyzes the body. It took a while for me to see her, and seeing her the way she was really helped me grow up. And slowly she got better and did not give up on trying to walk and talk. I later found out she pushed herself all to see me grow up. By seeing a speech pathologist helping you to gain your voice back is why I have the passion to be one myself. I praise your strength every day. And I thank God every day when I wake up that I have the both of you in my life and every night before I go to bed. I do all I can to make you proud of me by pushing myself to excel. Since I shared a funny story about Dad, I will share one about my mom. Actually, 2 of my cousins sitting over there know exactly what I'm talking about. Do you want to come up and share the story?
We'll reinforce.
Or would you rather film me breaking down?
Yeah, I'll film it.
I'll film it. You want me to film it?
No.
How do I look?
I'll show you after.
Okay. My mom is obsessed with the Today Show. The show on NBC. And she has always wanted to see it. However, it still hadn't made sense to me on why she would bring a 13-year-old, 2 11-year-olds, and 1 7-year-old to see it. To go to the Today Show from my grandma's house in New Jersey required to waking up at 4 a.m., getting dressed, walking to the bus stop, getting on the bus to be in front of Rockefeller Plaza at 6 a.m. During the summer, to get a good place to stand when the Today Show starts at 7. After that, which finished around 10 o'clock, we were all hungry from not eating breakfast. Mom chose a singing waitress restaurant. What? Ellen's what? She's from New York. Mom chose a singing waitress restaurant that sang Disney songs, and by being sleep deprived, even though I love Disney, but being too sleep deprived, the last thing I wanted to hear was this waitress telling me she would someday be part of my world. After that, my mom took us on a hike. My mom, from gaining her strength to walk again, definitely shows with her New York excursions. She took us on the Circle Line, where I fell asleep, where I woke up to two of my cousins threatening to throw my purse over the water. Then she took us to Bubba Gump's. And the only thing that entertained us from upstairs was seeing a man talking to himself in Times Square. We did not get back to my grandma's house until 10 p.m. I was beyond exhausted. If everyone... Nice job. If everyone in this room could probably relate to me, we all wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our parents. I grew to learn to love from you, and I love you every day and appreciate you a little more of all the things you've done for me my entire life. I love you so